Okay, we've talked about events that have happened, but let's talk also about upcoming events.
Yes, and once again, the source that I'm getting this from is tinyurl.com/FGC calendar, maintained by SlickWilliams_ now.
Yep.
Used to be Malice is Godlike, now it is SlickWilliams_. So if you have some events that you'd like to get on that calendar, hit him up on Twitter. And he can help add. I mean, he's really gone to town recently.
Yeah.
He's even put all the weeklies and stuff like that on
awesome.
there. So
definitely something to bookmark as well if you want to know what to watch or where to go.
I mean, check out all these events that are coming up, right? So we have Van Damage 9.1 subtitled Death Warrant. I just want to know if like all the other ones are like Bloodsport and like, you know, Time Cop or something like that, because that's so awesome.
Like at least Bloodsport would make sense, you know, and Time Cop.
Dude, Time Cop would be so sick if it was just for no reason called
Yeah,
Time
exactly.
Cop. It would be amazing. But this is taking place in Austria. This is going to be at the Virtual Dojo Vienna. And it is going to be streamed on twitch.tv/Virtual Dojo Vienna. They have a Facebook page. Again, you don't even have to ask what the links to their events are. Just go to tinyurl.com/FGC calendar. Find this coming weekend. Click on the name of the event, and you'll see a link for more information. You get a link to their Facebook page there. But the main tournament games are going to be Ultra Street Fighter 4, Guilty Gear Xrd. There's going to be side tournament games such as Third Strike and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
All right.
So that's cool stuff. So that, once again, is, I just have the names here, Van Damage 9.1 Death Warrant. Dude, I just wanted to say it as many times as I can.
I know.
Also coming up is, I guess this is taking place at Next Level in Brooklyn. This is NYGX. And what's actually kind of cool about this is apparently this is an all Virtua Fighter event. So what it says here, Virtua Fighter Remix, Virtua Fighter Kids. If you remember, it had the little chibi characters.
I actually don't remember.
Virtua Fighter 3, Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tuned, and Virtua Fighter 5R will be present and playable in their arcade incarnations. And Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown will take the main stage with singles and team tournaments throughout the weekend. So it's an all Virtua Fighter tournament coming up at Next Level.
That's really cool.
In New York, yeah. So that is really cool. That is very, very cool. Again, that's going to be streamed on twitch.tv/NYC_VF.
Cool.
NYC_VF. And that's another great thing, too, is that the FGC calendar lists all the stream stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome. You need to check it out.
Yeah, it's really nice. So there's a Japanese tournament coming up this weekend as well. I do not know I guess Take No Prisoners, maybe? I'm not sure.
It's a CVS2 tournament.
It's a CVS
That's
tournament.
the important part.
Yes. In Japan, that is going to be taking place between the 15th and the 16th, of course, Japan time, Tokyo time.
Sure.
This is going to be taking place in Tokyo, and it will be streamed on twitch.tv. Yes. So you don't need Nico to watch this. It's twitch.tv/game_versus. CVS2, watch some classic. So 15th will be singles, and the 16th will be 3-on-3, it looks like. So
that's awesome.
So that's going to be kind of sick, actually.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Twitch.tv/game_versus.
And then also a big event coming up in Japan. A lot of American players are being flown out there after qualifying at EVO events. And that is, of course, Arc Revo. Coming up this weekend. I guess this is a one-day event according to the calendar. So this is all just going to be on Friday, Japan's Friday. And again, this is the 3-on-3 tournament. The team NorCal, I believe, qualified for that in Guilty Gear with GC Yoshi, OCVing the entire team Midwest, I believe it was. So, and then, of course, there's also a Blaze Blue team represented over there. They're going to have some Persona and some Under Night in Birth as well. Sick. I believe it was at one of the previous at the previous Arc Revos that they announced Guilty Gear Xrd. Because I remember just waking up and all of a sudden they were like, hey, look, there's this new Guilty Gear. And I watched it and I was like, this looks really good. And they did that little panning thing. And I was like, they did that just for this trailer.
Right.
But the game's not in 3D, obviously. It's 2D. And then I turned out to be wrong yet again. Indeed. So, but that should be super exciting. Go watch this, cheer on Team US and see how well they can do over there. Obviously, US has historically not done well in the anime games versus Japanese competition, but wouldn't it be cool to see them make a deep run?
It would indeed.
Yes, very, very cool. But that's not all the Guilty Gear action this coming weekend. Also this weekend, and I believe this is only on Saturday, there is Arc Divide. I guess it's called Arc Divide Renewal, which is taking place here in SoCal, in North Hollywood at UGC.
Okay, cool.
So this one is going to have Xrd, BlazBlue, Uniel, Persona 4 as well, and some other games as well. So this one is going to be streamed on a lot of different places, it looks like. Twitch.tv/Numaki, of course, who's done a lot of streaming before. Twitch.tv/UGC Live. And then Twitch.tv/Rotanabor, which probably means Vampire Savior is going to be taking place here.
It probably does. That's awesome.
Yeah, so definitely check that out as well. Again, this FGC calendar, very, very useful stuff here. There's also going to be a lot of like weekly stuff going on this weekend, like Tekken Crash, the show that's in Korea all the time. And then Super Smash Sundays is taking place this weekend as well. So, but yeah, lots of good stuff coming up this weekend. Definitely, if you like your anime games, if you like CVS2, if you like Virtua Fighter, you got plenty of things to choose from.
That's really cool to know what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So
thank you so much for the calendar. It's awesome. I definitely have bookmarked it as well.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention as well that I guess this was announced that Absolute Battle 6 is going to be taking place, versus gameplay. They've been doing it for a few years now, obviously. This is the sixth one here. Going to be taking place as well in Dallas, just like the EGL that just took place. It's really cool to see a lot of events in Texas. Agreed. That makes me happy. Sure. But that is going to be happening, they announced now, September 25th through the 27th, again in Dallas, Texas, Absolute Battle 6. And probably will be streamed by Versus Gameplay, but we'll definitely get that information. And as we draw closer to it, we'll have it on here and talk about it coming up on the weekend and let you know what streams there are and such. So
that's September 25th through 27th.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. So good stuff. That's it that I have for coming events. We can go get into some game news now. If you want to
take a break so I can eat some pasta.
Sure, no problem. We remember the history of eating pasta on this show for sure.
Oh, so, yeah, that's right.
Okay, we'll be right back, guys.
All right, let's talk about some game news. Of course, this past week was Gamescom.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And at Gamescom, big announcement from Blizzard regarding World of Warcraft.
Okay.
You don't want to continue this conversation.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
No, it's fine.
No, here. Go ahead and continue the conversation because I'm going to do this right now. There we go. Go ahead. Talk your heart's content.
Well. What's over here? Nothing of note.
Nope, nothing of note over there.
Basically, you can be a demon hunter if you want to. That's the most important thing. They also changed up how PvP works.
Dang, apparently. You can be a demon hunter now?
I can't be because they don't let Jews be demon hunters.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Fair enough.
No goblin demon hunters, unfortunately. So I'm just asked out. we got to stay in the bank. We have to be the tradesmen, or maybe we're the bad guys running our cartel, or you know how it works.
Right.
You know how WoW is.
Yeah, I mean that sucks because, dude, who wouldn't want to be a demon hunter? Like, why would you not want to be a demon hunter? And it sucks that you do not have the ability to be a demon hunter. So.
I can't. I mean, I can have a demon near me. I do because I'm a warlock.
Okay.
What they're saying to me is that, sure, Jews can have demons, and in fact, you do have demons. Mm-hmm. But you can't hunt demons. You can't be one of the good guys. Well, that's not really a good guy necessarily, but hey, sure, you can have the devil with you. Mm-hmm. It's like when I was watching, what's the guy's name? The anti-Semite director / actor, Mel Gibson.
Oh, okay.
The Passion of the Christ, right? I was watching this movie when it came out, and I don't know why I'm getting into this.
Anti-Semite.
And there's this one scene where like the devil is walking among the Jews, and like it's like very clear. Hey, where's the devil? He's among the Jews. It was very obvious.
Oh man, that's amazing.
That was a trip. Yeah, that was a trip. I went to opening night for whatever reason, and it was.
Did you throw popcorn at the screen?
I did not. I was respectful.
Did other people throw popcorn at the screen?
No, other people were rocking back and forth in their chairs, wailing.
Really?
Yeah, it was a serious thing. That's why I wasn't.
Okay.
My friend and I thought it was going to be a little romp, but we didn't want to be a jerk.
Okay.
Once we walked out of that theater, though, I'll tell you. Anyway, what's going on? What are we talking about here?
Gamescom happened this weekend.
Yeah,
and
Gamescom
it was
happened.
the first time that characters Necalli and Vega were playable in Street Fighter V. So we managed to get some footage of them. I watched a little bit. I haven't watched too much of it, but you did say that you managed to watch a decent amount of footage of those characters, right?
I did, yeah. Necalli really looks like Omega Mode T-Hawk.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that, and I was like,
seriously.
That's right, they gave him Seismo, they gave him all these different things.
He has command grab, he has even similar looking normals in some cases, that was clearly, well, I don't know about clearly, but it seems to suggest to me that was a test for...
Yeah, it's starting to really seem that way, because Ken, his EX uppercut was like the double uppercut in Omega Mode, wasn't it?
I think so.
And then like, they said like Ryu had like the parry stuff in that one, and so now it's just like
there's the 3-frame buffer window,
right?
In Omega Mode that also is in SF5.
Now it's just like a race to see what kind of weird things they did with certain characters and be like, who is this a test
exactly?
For? Yeah. Someone even said, was it DJ was similar to Nash? Because they changed him into a non-charge character.
Right.
DJ was an instant character, so and he has dread kicky kind of things and stuff like that. So. Yeah, look through the list and see what you got in there.
Pretty much, yeah. So Necalli, I don't know. When he first was shown, I thought that he looked stupid, right?
That's when our stream died. Remember?
I do remember that. Our stream immediately died.
So, how did Necalli look to you when you first saw him?
Just fantastic.
Right. Okay.
And this time was no different. Actually, he looks like a competent grappler / pressure character.
Right.
That said, I feel like he's a little bit less interesting in design than the other characters, but that's just my take on it. I don't know, maybe other people will like him, but he seems like much more of a sort of olden style, straightforward grappler pressure character rather than many of the grapplers nowadays are weird, right? They have some shenanigan, they have some gimmick, but he doesn't really seem to have that. So.
Okay, cool. I mean, the weird thing is the one thing that stuck out to me was his stompy stomp move. It just made me think of Evil Ryu. Like, I don't know what it was. It's just like, okay, here's a stomp move, So I don't know. We'll see how he turns out. We'll see how he goes. So, but what about Vega?
Vega, I thought was more interesting looking. His movement is definitely unusual for Vega, and his buttons are unusual for Vega because they have a lot of startup.
Right.
They really do. I mean, you can see him take steps into Stand Fierce. Like he goes. And there's this whole animation to it. It's not just like it has been in the past. So he definitely is a different looking character. And from what I saw of him, it was mostly the claw. It was less the clawless. I don't know what we want to call it there. The grappler variation. It was a lot more of the claw. He just looks like a different character. I don't know.
You know what I actually like about it though is that Vega. Whenever you see him in stories, whenever you see him, canon-wise, I guess you can say, he always talks about just being this graceful guy and like, this. You gotta get this kind of bullfighter or ballerina-esque kind of. But then you watch him in game, he's like, okay,
fair enough.
And he looks like garbage a lot of the times. It's just like, let me kick, let me poke.
Okay.
So actually, the fact that he's got more twirls and he's like, when he does the roll, he comes out with the kick and stuff. I actually feel like that kind of fits him a little bit better. So I kind of like it. I kind of like the way that he is right now. I mean, you know me, I'm always all about like story canon, that kind of stuff. So I kind of like that actually. So
that's a cool way to put it.
I kind of like the way he looks right now. So
okay. Yeah, I thought that that was a interesting video. Really, big thanks to the people who took video of it and put it up on the net. That was really nice.
Yeah, I remember when I tried to watch some of the videos I watched, like you could tell that people didn't know what they're doing, and it's really hard to watch. But you know,
but there were definitely some good vids up there from FGC people.
Yeah, fighting games are hard, dude. That's just
of course.
Yeah,
of course.
So. I do also want to mention that it was really cool news to find out about this, that Skullgirls is now found an official publisher in Japan and is going to be published by Arc System Works.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So Arc System Works, the company that creates Guilty Gear and all those games, they're taking Skullgirls and porting it over to Japan. They're going to even have full Japanese voice acting in the game. That is cool.
It's awesome. Yeah.
How exciting must that be if you're like Mike Z?
Oh, I bet
have
it's
like
great.
Arc System Works go and like port your game, including doing all voice acting and everything.
Right.
That's super exciting, dude. That's really cool.
It's awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy for them. They have had less bad luck recently, for sure, do this than in the past. I really hope that whole spate of nonsense is over.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations to them. I think that's going to be super cool. So and it'd be cool too, because what would be really sick is, you know, you start developing the Japanese scene over there, kind of like how we had Japanese MKX players, we had Japanese Killer Instinct players come out here. If we had an army of Japanese Skullgirls players come out to Evo just to like body everybody in that game,
that'd be cool.
Would be cool. Yeah, for sure.